Stand by. We're going live. We're going live. 10, 9, going live. 7, 6, 5, going live. 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to 10 Seconds to Air. I'm Alita Guillen. Tennis fans, you're going to love today's episode. I am speaking with Wimbledon champion John Austin. John and his sister Tracy Austin were the first brother and sister combo to win a Grand Slam when they took the mixed doubles title at Wimbledon in 1980. As you can imagine, he has played against some of the greatest players of all time, like Andre Agassi and John McEnroe. Guess which one he beat? Well, he'll tell us that in just a minute. As an ATP player, John reached an all-time high of number 40 in the world. As a professional coach, he's worked with dozens of great players, including Pete Sampras and Alexandra Stevenson. It may not surprise you that tennis runs deep in the Austin family. Not only does he have 4 siblings who have played at Wimbledon, but his nephew, his sister Tracy's son Brandon Holt, is making a name for himself at this year's U.S. Open. So we'll hear all about that. Before John went pro, he was a college player at UCLA and helped them win a national championship. He also won the NCAA championship in doubles. Now, if you met John, you wouldn't really pick up on this killer instinct. He's actually disarming and funny. Maybe it's because we're on the same side of the net, or maybe that is part of his edge. Let's find out. Here now is John Austin. Hey, John, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Especially at this time with the U.S. Open happening.
I have to say I'm a little frazzled right now. Brandon just lost his match, 7-6 in the 5th set.
Wow.
At the U.S. Open. But he got to the second round. He qualified, beat number 10, Taylor Fritz, and then lost 7-6 in the 5th set. But fantastic show by him.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Congratulations to him. So now, will this help his ranking?
Yes, it will.
It will.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Significantly.
How much, I don't know, but it will. But he came in the tournament at 296, I believe, was his ranking at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He got into qualifying through a wild card from the USTA, qualified, won 3 matches, then won his first round against Taylor Fritz, and then he lost this afternoon.
So now
Argentina player.
He'll win money. Right? He wins like $20,000-$30,000, I think.
He'll win $120,000 for losing the second round.
120. Yeah, not bad.
Right.
Yeah, is this his first big tournament?
No, he's played qualifying before. This the farthest he's ever done in a big tournament.
Okay.
And beating Taylor was his biggest win of his career.
Yeah, but now Taylor Fritz and Brandon probably played against each other because they're both from Southern California, right?
In the juniors, they did. Taylor was 6 months older than he is, so yes, they played a lot. And Brandon, I think, has always beaten Taylor or has a winning record against Taylor.
Oh, okay. Right. So Taylor was probably kind of shaking in his boots there when he knew he had to play Brandon.
Could be.
Okay. All right.
But we don't talk about such things.
Yeah. So have you texted with Brandon? Have you had any conversations?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
And his 2 brothers flew back from LA to go watch him play against Taylor. So the whole family was there for his match. It was fantastic.
Well, how exciting. So what's he saying? What's he saying to you? Or what are you saying to him?
I told him, go on the court like you own the court. He is playing you. You're not playing him. He's the 10th player in the world, but he's playing you, not playing him. So you play your game. If you play your game, winning or losing will take care of itself. So don't worry about it. Just go play and have fun. But just play ball
and have fun. Okay. Well, which brings us to the question. What goes through your mind 10 seconds before one of these big events? I mean, you've been on huge stages. You've played at Wimbledon. You've played against some major players. What's the mindset? What goes through your mind 10 seconds before you hit that ball?
You go out there, think you always like the little engine that little book. You walk out, I think I can. You go out thinking, because if you're playing your game, anybody can beat anybody on a given day. I had the return to serve and the ground stroke to beat anybody on a given day. If I was moving well and times were timing right, I could beat anybody. But I could also lose anybody. So it depends. You go out there, always think you have a chance. And the big thing was hang in there. You don't ever go on the court being defeated because they got to beat you. If you're going to lose, make them beat you. and play every point one at a time. I tell everyone, think about it. A tennis match is an independent series of points. Each point has a distinct start and finish, which have nothing to do with the other one. So if you play 1 point at a time, the best you can, it'll take care of itself. You don't have to worry about winning or losing. It'll take care of itself.
Yeah.
If I play my best and they beat me, good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Good advice. Okay, so let's go back to that big moment at Wimbledon. You and your little sister are playing. You make it to the finals. What do you say to her? You're the big brother, right? She had actually just won. Right. She had the year before. She had just won the U.S. Open at 16.
Yeah, she did. Right.
So she could hold her own on the tennis court, but you're still the big brother. Right.
But may I say, on the way, we played every year. We played the mixed doubles at Wimbledon only because she could extra grass practice, and also there's no night match at Wimbledon at the time, so she didn't have to stay up too late with her singles. That year, in 1980, she was slotted by the pundits to win the whole tournament, and that year there was a lot of rain. We hadn't even started yet, and she had lost in the semifinals to Yvonne Goolagong. So her agent said, "Go home, you're done." And she said, "No, John, I waited all week long to stay for the doubles."
So she almost stood you up.
I've spent a lot of money to be here. So I didn't say that to her, but I said, "You want to go, you go." But she said, "No, I'm going to play." So we played, and she has a great attitude about winning and losing. She plays, she lost, she could carry on. It's either you win or you learn. It's not a matter of winning or losing. You win or you learn. You learn something. My mom is a big fan of the game, very, very astute in strategy, and she always would track our matches and give us what she thought we did wrong and try to make us learn from that. Not because she was mad, but make us learn for the next time so we don't make the same mistake the next time. So that was our attitude. And the first round, we played John Newcomb and Yvonne Goolagong. We're down a set in 4-1. And Tracy's serving at break point, and Newcomb's in the ad court. And you stand in the middle of the alley and crush his forehand. Yeah. But Tracy, I don't know if you remember, had the dinky serve. And second serve, hits her dinky, 2-mile-an-hour serve. And on grass, the ball didn't bounce. It bounced and kind of bounced the second time. And Newcomb couldn't. It was like an ace. I said, "That's an ace!" Like all the people in the stand, I said, "That's an ace. Put that down in history." Tracy Austin just aced John Newcomb. We were technically an ace, So then we laughed and we came back and we won that match. And we got some struggles. And the semis, we played Betty Stowe and Fru McMillan, the two best doubles players in the world. We won that match, and we played Mark Edmondson and Diane Fromholz in the finals. And we were nervous. We were tired as a drum. Can I tell you a little story what happened in the finals?
No.
We were losing. Kidding killed us. Set in 4-1. And I remember going on the court. I won because normally mixed doubles the last event of the day. It's men's singles final, then mixed doubles. Because of all the rain that year, they're behind schedule. They put mixed on at noon, thinking it would be done in an hour. Well, at the time, NBC had breakfast at Wimbledon, 6 a.m. Pacific time. I just want to make breakfast at Wimbledon. So we were down at 7-4-1. At the changeover, Tracy always seemed very, very calm and collected on a very Bentley type, which she is. She was freaking out. Oh, we're losing, we're getting killed. And so me, older brother, Alita, said, "Okay, listen, Tracy, whatever happens to her, don't panic." And she looks at me and she says, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life." And we loosened up, and then we're down 2 match points in the second set, and Edmondson overpoached and made 2 silly errors, so we got back to tiebreaker, won the tiebreaker. Then I wasn't nervous at all until I served for the match at 5-4. Our match point, my serve, I couldn't lift the ball in my hand. It was so heavy, that ball, I couldn't get it up. So I finally got it in my hand, hit the serve as hard as I could, and came in and smashed the ball, and we won the match. And I tell you what, Wimbledon is tennis player's dream. But to do it with your sister is fantastic. Yeah. And the thing is, sibling rivalry, Tracy and I get along great. We never argued on the court at all. We support each other. We are a great team on the court. She's a great doubles player. Yeah. And she's very smart tactically on the court, too. So it was a pleasure playing with her.
Yeah. Wow. So how many people get to say that, right? That they won Wimbledon with their sister?
Not too many. We're the first one.
Yeah.
We're the first one. Another team has done it, but it was Czechoslovakian brother and sister.
So. Now, John, congratulations, of course. I mean, amazing, and it's
Can
always.
I say one more thing too?
Yeah.
The next year we were seeded first, and we got the finals again, and we were 2 points away from winning back to back, and I'm still mad we lost it, but it happens, But we're very close to winning back to back titles.
Yeah.
and we end up losing.
But it happens. I mean, you know, that's the game. That's the game, and you keep coming back, and you keep coming back.
Right.
I want to go back to something that you said earlier. You were talking about your mom because growing up in the Austin house, I can't even imagine. Do all of you play tennis?
All 5 kids play tennis.
And play tennis well?
Pretty well. 4 of us played the pros, and the other one played in college. So we're all good players, all very good players.
How did that happen?
My mom started playing after I was born and got hooked and thought this was the greatest thing ever and wanted us to play for 4 reasons. 1, know where we won't be in trouble. 2, might be able to travel. 3, might get a college scholarship. 4, she said, at the time, there was no pro tour. At the time, she said, as an adult, you need something to do recreationally. You can play your whole life. So she got us playing tennis. And at the time, there's no club where we grew up. A group of people go to local high school and play all weekend long. And they told me I was like a baby. They said, no child care back then, so they put me in the back of the station wagon while they played tennis. they used to laugh every time we started having to sit in the back of the station wagon looking out at the world. But they played all day on the weekends. And then Jack Kramer built his club, and Vic Braden was part of that group, and he became the first pro. A guy named Dell was the club manager. My mom was the pro shop manager. So they built and started the Jack Kramer Club.
Wow.
And it's 1962 it opened up. So, and it was a great place. A really family-oriented club. And we go, back there, you hang out all weekend. We play a little tennis, go to the pool, go get a burger, play a little basketball, football in the parking lot, play a little more tennis. And it was just a great environment for playing tennis.
Yeah. Now, where do you fall in the order of the siblings?
I'm number 4.
You're number 4. So who's next, Tracy?
Tracy's a baby.
She's the baby. And so you had 3 more above you who were playing tennis. So you were like you and Tracy were like the 2 little.
We were.
Yeah.
Right.
So did you get kicked around a lot on the tennis court?
Oh, of course by my 2 older brothers. Of course it. But I can tell you another story. Wednesday nights, my parents go play mixed doubles at the club. And as soon as the car left the driveway, it was chaos. We'd fight. The brothers beat each other up, and the girls would scream, stop. And we'd be beating each other. Then as soon as the light came, you could see the headlights come back in the driveway. Silence. Silence.
Oh, wow.
But they thought we were angels. And then one time, we knocked over one of my mom's lamps and broke it. There was like a little dragon on the tail on it. We broke it. We glued it back in and turned around back. And then, you still there?
I'm still here. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I got a call coming. Anyway, and so we broke it and we glued it and reversed against the wall. She couldn't tell. And she claimed she never knew we broke it. But one day we admitted that we did. And she was, so it was pretty funny. Yeah. But it was fun.
So were there some big rivalries on the tennis court, or by the time you and Tracy came up?
Well, not really, because
dominating?
Pam's the oldest, and then Jeff, and then Doug, and they're both Jeff's 6 years older, Doug's 3 years older. So we weren't really. I mean, when I was a freshman in high school, Doug was a senior in high school. So not kind of yes, but not really. So because we're years apart, when kids, that's a big difference in age and abilities. So. I remember the day I beat my brothers in a tennis match. I was so excited. Yeah. They always kicked my butt, but the day I beat them, I was like so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And then you've got your little sister comes up and she's like killing everybody.
No, she couldn't beat us. Come on.
Listen, come on. Still some competitiveness there after all these years, huh?
Can I tell you a funny story? In 1997 is our parents' 50th anniversary. We all went to La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club, and we played a weekend of just hanging out with the family. We played family doubles all weekend, and played with my parents, and the 4 Doug and me played Tracy and Jeff, and doubles, and they were, you talk about fights. I mean, just tough competitive matches. It was so much fun.
So really, you guys still, when you get together, you still have it, huh?
Oh yeah, we still like to play.
Wow. All right, so John, you made it to number 40 in the world.
I did.
You must have had some incredible matches. You played Agassi. You played Agassi. I read it in the book. I read it in his book.
But that after I retired.
That was after you retired.
Yeah, I was old and fat then. So
wait. When you played under Agassi, you were old and fat?
Yes, I had retired for a year.
Oh, okay.
But I went to work for a company called Landmark Land, which owned Carmel Valley Ranch, and they owned the Quinta Resort, which at the time where the BNP was not, it was called the Golden Classic, was played at La Quinta Resort. So the owner said, "You're doing a great job. What can we do?" I said, "Give me a wild card in the tournament." So I got a wild card in the tournament. I played Andre first round, who had qualified. I was ahead because Andre hit the ball so hard. If I lobbed him 3 balls in a row, he hit the fence. But he figured out, he started hitting short angles and made me run. I got tired. It was really hot that day, so I ended up losing in straight sets. He was the youngest ever to an ATP Tour match when he beat me that day.
How old was he? 15.
I was so mad. So he had long hair. He's a little punk kid,
Yeah.
But he was nice. Andre's a wonderful guy, nice guy, but he was just, he was punk. He was 15 years old.
Right.
And I was 28, 27. I don't know. I was old enough.
Right.
Old enough to know better.
And you played McEnroe too, right?
I did. I beat him I qualified for the tournament in Atlanta. I played in the first round. He had just become number one for the first time. We knew each other from the junior, so he came out. I don't think he really thought I was too good. But those days you have the match of your life.
Yeah.
Everything works.
Yeah.
I remember the first game like it was yesterday. He serves, I returned. I had a great return to serve. I pass him. Okay, next point. Serve, return, I pass him. Love 30. So third point, serve, I make the return. I think I lob him. And I didn't usually lob a lot. I had a top spin lob winner. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? But I played great, and I ended up beating him.
Yeah.
In straight sets. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Great.
And I actually met
And he was number one? Wait, he was number one at the time?
He was number one.
Wow.
For the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What were you going to say?
And
The
then
next
my
match?
best match for sustained, not brilliant, sustained good play was Australian Open on the grass at Kooyong. I played Yannick Noah, French Open champion. I beat him 6-3, 6-2, 6-1. I played great.
Yeah.
I had no dip for my play. I just played great the whole time.
And you beat him.
And beat him.
You were kind of, so it sounds to me like you were kind of like a shit stirrer sometimes, huh? You'd come in there and just.
Well, I had great ground. I have a great return serve. You serve, I hit it down your throat.
Yeah.
So if you get a hold of your serve, I hit it down your throat. I had a great return.
So how did people beat you? How did they beat you? Move you around? You're a big guy.
I'm slow. I'm not the fastest guy in the world. I was slower. So if I could move well, moving well, I could beat anybody. If I had not had a slow day, I'd be in trouble.
Okay, so you end up obviously you're not still playing. Well, you're still playing, but I mean you end up retiring from the pro circuit. Mm-hmm. What went into that decision? A
couple of things. I'd been injured. I was out for a year with a knee problem, and I came back from it. I go back to the satellites. I played, I played in Nigeria. I played in Kenya. I played all over the world trying to get points, get back in the game. And at the time, my wife kind of was tired of this traveling life. So she was kind of like, stop this. So I said, okay. So we stopped. So I became a teaching pro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love teaching.
You love teaching. Well, go back to that for a second, because I think that a lot of people, we watch you pros on TV and we're pretty impressed and we think, wow. But there's kind of a truth behind it where it's really grueling. You're on the road. You're not making a lot of money if you're not one of the top players, right? I mean, you're kind of financing. I hear some of these pros say they share rooms together. They don't travel with anyone.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now, back then, there wasn't the money. How much we won Wimbledon in 1980? How much do you think we won for our first prize? Let me ask you. How much do you think we won?
I don't know. What? Like
I'm asking you. Make a guess.
I mean,
how much did we each win for winning Wimbledon in 1980?
I don't know, 50,000 each.
I wish. $2,000.
Get out of here.
I lost money to stay an extra week in London to play the tournament. I lost money.
Unbelievable.
$2,000 first prize.
Wow.
That's it. So I lost money to be there, but it's well worth having a Wimbledon title. Is life priceless, lifetime. It's a great memory in my life. So
when did that change? When did the money start to get to be big money for? I mean, right now you said Brandon will win $100,000 and he's $120,000. That's decent.
Won the Open in 1979 at 16 years old. She made $32,000. Martina won in 1989, made $320,000. Now the winner gets $2.5 million, but 3 years ago the winner got $3.2 million. Because COVID, the U.S. Open lost money, they reduced their prize money this year. Yeah. So it's $2.5 million for the winner this year.
So when did it really turn? I mean, you said Martina, was that a significant amount of money then, I guess, when she was winning?
Well, I'm thinking about 79 or 89, $320,000 is pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good money.
Pretty good money back then. I think then TV really made a big difference.
Yeah.
Because they got bigger sponsors and became a thing. And also, Connors, McEnroe, Borg were big people. The thing about tennis and golf, they're star-driven sports. Yeah. You got to have the stars. Other sports, football, baseball, you follow your team. You follow the Rams in LA, right?
Yeah.
or the Chargers. So yes, yes, you got your players, but you follow your teams. Well, you follow personalities. So you had Borg, McEnroe, and Connors, great personalities that people who did not watch tennis watch the game, like golf for Tiger Woods. People who don't play golf watch golf because of Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Same thing in tennis. Connors, Borg, McEnroe. You want to see the fire and ice. People are watching. People are interested.
Yeah.
That and TV. A lot of good TV coverage too.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so when you played McEnroe, did he have any kind of outbursts or anything? Was there any antics?
Of course he did. Not horrific, but of course he did.
Yeah.
But okay, I expected it. It didn't bother me.
Yeah. I saw that he's got a special coming out, or documentary or something. I don't know if you saw that. I think it's.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
Right.
It's not out yet. I think it's coming out in a couple weeks, but we'll have to see if you have a cameo in it. Yeah.
I don't think so. I played a guy named Fritz Braining at Queens, a tournament for Wimbledon. He and I beat him on the grass courts just for Wimbledon on doubles.
Wait, who's that? Who did you play?
A guy named Fritz Buting.
Yeah. Who
I played with at UCLA. He and I played doubles together at Queens, the big tournament for Wimbledon in London, and he and I beat McEnroe.
He doesn't want to see you again. I think your name pops up and he says.
That's right. That's why he gives Tracy a hard time. They share a booth commentating. He always gives her a hard time.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, now that brother of yours, don't bring him around.
Right.
So you're coaching. So you moved into coaching. You're coaching now. Where are you right now? I don't recognize.
Currently, I'm spending the summer in Central Washington at a lovely tennis resort called Harmony Meadows. It has 8 beautiful tennis cushion hard courts, 2 pickleball courts, and a resort, and it's beautiful up here. Yeah. It's actually beautiful. The owners are avid tennis players. They made their money in tech, and they now invest. They're tennis people. They just invest in this tennis resort. It's wonderful.
Wow,
beautiful
nice.
Place, yeah.
I don't know if I told you this, but over the summer we were in Mallorca, and I went to the Nadal Academy.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't know this already, guess who I ran into while I was there?
Nadal.
No. How'd you know?
Oh, Tony, Uncle Tony.
No, wait. Let me back this up. Okay. Not only did I see Nadal train, then I ran into him in the gym, and he was right next to me. Okay. My husband, as he was walking out, we were very polite. We did not interrupt him. I said, "Don't bother him. Don't bother him." Right. He's by himself, working out in the gym, doing his thing. He walked out, and some woman asked if they could take a picture as he was walking out. Oh, but let me back up a second. He stopped talking to his wife, who, by the way, is just on the treadmill. Like it's like a family affair there. Right. And then as he left, I took a picture with him as well. He was super. I mean, what a nice guy.
I don't know him, but he seems like just a wonderful
just
person.
A nice guy. I mean,
very humble, right?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to work out in the same room with these people at his academy. He could have shut the doors while he was working out, right? And none of us could have gone in there. And I suppose if more obnoxious people like me ask him to take a picture on his way out, he's going to end up closing the doors. But
you challenge him. You challenge who could deadlift the most, right?
Yeah. I was like, come on, let's do this. And then as we were walking to our clinic, we did a clinic while we were at the academy. Academy is beautiful. Guess who we run into? We don't know where we're going, and this older gentleman opens the door and says, "Oh, where are you going? Let me show you." All in Spanish. He's talking to my husband, who's from Spain, and the two of them start walking, and it's Uncle Tony.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uncle Tony's just showing us around.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
And when we walked into the spa, guess who walks through the door? His coach, Moya.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So it was the whole we saw everybody.
Fair, right. Very cool.
Very, very big family affair.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got onto that. Because we're talking about where you're teaching, an academy. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we'll have to try that. Is the place you're at, is that open in the winter as well?
It will be. We're building 2 indoor courts right now as we speak. So we'll have 2 indoor courts come the winter time.
And is it mostly adults, or you got kids there?
This summer we have adults and kids. We did a lot of adult camps, a lot of Seattleites come in, or people from Spokane will come in. But we have a lot of kids too. We have kids clinics in the summer all the time, and adult clinics too.
And John, I can even hear in your voice right now, and you started to say it earlier, you love coaching.
I do. I actually do. I have a passion for the game.
What do you love about it?
I think tennis is great. I think tennis is a life-changing sport, or life-enhancing sport, if you will. It's wonderful. It's a great thing. It's wonderful. And I love seeing people like I tell you, some of my best memories at Mulholland, where you were the president when I was there, at Mulholland Tennis Club, was the beginner ladies. To get them fired up about tennis and get them fired up. Man, that was so much fun to see their excitement. Like I got Serena to practice her one time.
Yes, yeah. You got Serena. Wait, can we just stop for a second? You had Serena Williams practicing at the Mulholland Tennis Club many times. Because I was there and I saw her practice as well, which is unbelievable. That's another story. But yeah, I mean, you're such a draw. I mean, people want to.
Well, I'm not a draw. The course was a draw. It's been the same surface as the Australian Open, and her publicist was a member of the club. So I said, "Where's she practice? Well, come practice here." And I was able to allow her to become a guest. We bended the rules, let her play.
Yeah.
But anyway, the ladies were my beginner ladies were practicing, and they could hear Serena practicing in the court next door. It's really loud. Pop, 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 pop. I said, "Ladies, close your eyes. Do you hear that noise?" I said, "Yeah. Sounds pretty good play." I said, "Yeah." I said, "You know what I hear is a good new member potential. Good play. Want to go watch her?" So we walk around the court to see court one where she's practicing. They go, "Oh, it's Serena." I said, "Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?" But I said, "Now let's take a teaching moment here. Let's take a moment, watch her footwork, see if her feet move like yours do."
Yeah.
No, your feet don't move, but hers does. Look at that. They're always moving. Look how good she hits the ball.
Yeah.
Better than you, right? So we made it a teaching moment. And Serena was wonderful. Yeah. She took pictures with everybody, gave some hugs and stuff. So it was really fun.
She did? Really took pictures with everyone? She didn't take a picture with me.
Well, you weren't there. I wasn't there at the time.
Oh, okay. So you
didn't ask either. You probably didn't ask. You're keeping respectful distance.
I did. No, unlike when I met Nadal. But for some reason, Serena was more intimidating to me than Nadal was. I don't know.
Right. I hear you.
But we did sit on the couch. A group of us sat on the couch and watched her train, and it was pretty phenomenal, I have to say.
Yeah. Where she hits the ball.
Yeah, the way she hits the ball.
Speaking of that, did you watch her match Monday night?
Yes.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
She played great. She played great.
Right.
She's really done a lot for the sport.
Yes, she has.
I'm sad. I'm sad that she's going to. We're not
too.
calling her retiring. Whatever it is.
You know how lucky we are? We saw her, greatest, the GOAT. Nadal and Federer playing, and Djokovic playing. We got to watch them play. While they're not a name, we got to watch them. We were alive to watch them play. Very, very, very special.
Yeah.
As tennis fans, we're very, very lucky.
Yeah. This is a special time in tennis.
Yes, it is.
Do you see anyone else coming up like that?
There's a lot of good players out there. I can't tell you the exact name right now. A lot of talent out there. This U.S. Open, we had 43 Americans in the main draw. I think 22 men and 21 women in the main draw of the U.S. Open. It's the most in a long time. Very good. Yeah. Some man in Holt was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yes. He did us proud.
The Austin family is cheering. That's great. So, okay, I'm going back a second because you're talking about the women that you're teaching. We're talking about coaching, the love of the game. I get it. I'm a tennis player. Why do we love tennis so much? I mean, like some days I think I'm great. And then some days I play like crap like I did this morning. But I keep coming back.
Right.
What's up with that? Something wrong?
It's how it makes us feel.
Well, I didn't feel good this morning. I didn't feel good this morning after I was done.
Can I tell you a silly joke?
Yeah.
A tennis player, very average, has a bad day and goes home. You know what? I've had enough. I'm done. I'm going to quit. I'm the worst. So goes home, slits their wrist, and says, "I'm done." Phone rings. Hello? Hey, Bob, want to play tomorrow? What time? Right.
It's completely true. I have to say, when I'll be out on a Friday, Saturday night with my husband, and all of a sudden my phone, will buzz, and I'll look down, and there the tennis ladies are, my group of 15, and they're trying to schedule next week's events, and my husband will say, "What are you doing? And I'm like, shh. And then, I get in. I'm in on Wednesday. Who's in Thursday? I got 2 Friday. I need 1. And I'm, click, click, click. I'm going to take all of those. And my husband said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm getting into my games. If I don't answer this now, I don't have a game next week. I'm out." And then
you snooze, you lose. You got to get in there.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose. And then inevitably, somebody has gone to the bathroom and they come back and you get a text 5 minutes later. "God damn, I just went to the bathroom. I'm out. I don't have a game."
So, they say it's all timing, right?
Yeah, but you're right. There we have this. It is a wonderful sport. It is. It would be great if I could be a little more chill sometimes. I think, I don't know, how do I do that? Sometimes I'm just, and
you
then
can't. That's not in your blood.
It's not in my blood.
You got that fire in your belly. You can't, and like your husband too, he's got the fire in his belly too. I've seen him play at the club.
I see myself as this, fantastic player, and I walk off like, I don't move my feet. But in my head, there's just greatness.
Right. But it is greatness in your head. Very good. It's called an out-of-body experience. Now when I play, I'm a little bit older than you. When I play now, it's like, I say go, and my body didn't get there. So it's like, I said go. It doesn't get there. It doesn't listen anymore.
Yeah, but you're still having a good time playing.
I love hitting the ball. I love getting to hit the ball. I get out times a week, and with on the pros here, we on this hit. It's so much fun to hit.
Yeah. There's one more thing that I do want to talk about is this coaching the pros on the sidelines there. The U.S. Open, this year they're trying that out. What do you think about it?
I think it's fine.
You do?
I think it's fine. The biggest argument about it in the past was it's not fair, some people say, because some pros that have more money can afford to hire a coach. Some are just struggling to get through. They can't afford a coach. So they were saying it's not fair, but it is what it is. I mean, the coaching is part of the game, and what it's been going on for years. Remember Serena a few years ago, her coach was signaling from the stands?
Yeah.
That's been going on for years. There was a player in the 70s, you're going to love this story. She had a little earbud in her ear, and he had like a little walkie-talkie, and he would coach her, change hours. He'd talk to her, and they caught him.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, long time ago. So yeah.
So you're just saying coaching is happening now. We're just
Right. It's part of the game. It should be part of the game. And actually, you know what? Right now with electronic line calling, I like it, but I like the days when on TV you have the challenges.
Yeah.
Now you can't challenge anymore because you just see the same thing they called on. So, and what's really cool too on that, every line has a different voice. There's not a person.
Yeah.
Every line has a different voice. It's great.
Yeah.
But I like the challenges.
Well, you like the challenges because you like the entertainment value of the challenges, but there's no reason for it. I mean, No,
there's no reason for it now, but I liked it before. It was kind of a drama.
Yeah.
Is a ball in or out, and it's a bad call.
Yeah. It was good.
You can't be serious.
So you think they'll keep coaching around? You think that'll stick around? They're just trying it out right now.
I think it's evolution. Everything evolves and goes on over time.
Yeah, it's kind of remarkable that there isn't coaching. It's like the one sport that you play that you can't talk to your coach.
Right. Well, the great thing, some of the players have been around a long time. Say, you know what? The beauty about tennis was that it's mano a mano. You're on your own. You got to figure it out yourself. If you're out there playing, you got to figure out what to do. The one thing Brandon, I'll say, on the court, very smart. He could adapt and adjust his play when he was on the court and figure stuff out. He was very good. I watched him play at USC a lot. Yeah. And he could play in a tough match, and all of a sudden he'd do something a little bit different, change a little tactic, a little shot, and turn it around. Yeah. You got to figure it out on the court.
Yeah. Okay. What advice do you have for those of us who are not, at his level, though?
You basically, every day, do the best you can every day. My mom had a saying, the drip on the rock. And you do every day, you do the best you can, because she used to say, if you have a rock, and you have a bucket of water, you dump that bucket on the rock, and it'll wash away. But if you take the same rock, the same bucket of water, but with an eye drop, you drop it one drop at a time, you have one away at the rock. So if you just kind of, every day you plug along, something get better. So you just keep hanging in there. You got to have faith in yourself. I saw a quote the other day from John Madden, football coach. Mm-hmm. He said, "Make simple better." Keep things. Sometimes we overthink things. When you play, you overcook it. Mm-hmm. Keep things simple and basic, but do them well. Then you'll be fine.
So give me. I need a little bit more than that, though. Okay. I'm going to go out and play tomorrow. I didn't play great today. Okay. What's my mindset when I go out there? Because right now I'm like, that forehand, like that's what's in my hand. That's what's in my head. That's what's in my head. What I didn't do right is what's in my head.
Okay, I got 3 R's for you.
Okay.
When you're playing a point, you have 25 seconds between points. Okay, the first R is release. You got to let it go. You always think about what happened. Number 2 is review it. Okay, what am I going to do different? Okay, I hit it out, bend my knees. Okay, might be your correction. And then 3 is reset. Don't ever start a point until you're ready to go again. Because 1 point's 1 point, big deal. But that 1 point you get in your head becomes 10 points. Now you're in trouble. So you got to let each point go and play 1 point truly at a time. Now you come out tomorrow, it's a new day. Swing away and give yourself big targets. Don't try to just be good enough. Don't be trying to be great or perfect.
What do you mean? What do you mean big targets?
Big target. Instead of aiming for a line, aim 4 feet inside the lines, okay?
Okay.
And let the ball, or hit a lot of balls in, play right at the middle, so you hit a ton of balls, get your rhythm back.
Okay.
And you've lost your rhythm. When you lose your rhythm, you're not watching the ball.
Yeah.
The other thing I like, don't say watch the ball. Keep your head still like Roger Federer. If you keep your head still, you do watch the ball, you do make good, clean shots. Because you're looking ahead where you're hitting your great shots, I guarantee it. You want to see the glory.
Right.
And you see the dust. You see
right.
the,
Right.
Keep your head still. Exaggerate, like Roger Federer does. Exaggerate that, and you'll be fine.
Okay. And what's the biggest mistake that club players make?
Unforced errors.
Yeah. How do you reel that in?
Where a lot of times, I think every shot should have a purpose. In your mind, you have a target you're aiming for, and hit for a target. Think about execution. Don't worry. If we think about winning and losing, don't think about that. Because if you play like you know how to play to your best of your ability, winning and losing will take care of itself. So go out and just play. But we're thinking about, okay, I got lunch at noon, get my nails done at 2, get a massage at 3, and then you're down a set and a half. Think about the ball. Am I right?
How do you know what's going through my mind? How do you know that?
Right. Or, I'm down. Oh my gosh. I gotta pick up the kids after school today.
Right.
So
I gotta call John Austin. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna call John Austin.
Then the ball, the ball doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
So hit the ball.
Okay. What are the 3 R's again? Say that again.
Release
What I did before. Yeah. Forget it.
Let it go. Don't get upset about it. Let it go. And then review it. Like give yourself a correction. Okay. Go down the line to the cross court maybe.
Okay.
Or love, something like, and then reset. Don't start the point until you're ready. You focus for the point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because if you still got that mental baggage to start a point, you're going to lose that point.
Okay.
And then you get a little fire, and you're getting all upset with yourself. Then you're in trouble.
Okay.
And you know what they say? There's that saying in Texas: if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Right.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, John Austin.
I'm sorry.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that I should have asked you?
I'm married for 35 years to my lovely wife, Karen, and we have a beautiful son. That's about it.
That's about it?
That's it. What else? I'm a tennis pro. I love my tennis. I love teaching. I love being around tennis. And I want to stay involved a long time. I'm of age to retire, but I don't want to retire. I still love it. I want to be involved as long as I can.
Yeah.
As long as I'm able to do it, I'm going to do it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. You're an inspiration to us all. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Much, okay.
What's that? What?
Thanks for having me on.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? We're going to have, we're going to do this again. We're going to do this again.
That was fun. I enjoyed being on here.
All right. Thank you, John. Have a great day.
Now, tomorrow, what's your 3 cues for tomorrow?
Release, review, and reset.
Right. Okay. Good.
I'm already excited to play tomorrow.
Oh, good. You should be excited. It's another day.
Yeah.
Every day's a new day, right?
That's
right.
That's
a great thing about tennis. New day, big deal. What happened yesterday? Who cares?
That's right. I
did not get the email that you lost yesterday. I think so. It's okay.
Good.
No one cares. Right.
I know. No one cares. You have to remember that. No one cares.
Hey, one more thing before you go. One more thing. Our son played high school sports, played football and baseball, and they won states a couple times. And at his graduation for the athletes conference or banquet for all the high school athletes, they had a college coach. He said, "Gentlemen, if you think you will or you won't, you will." I'm thinking about that. If you think you're going to play bad tomorrow, guess what happens? You play bad. If you think you play well tomorrow, guess what? You'll play well. You'll play well. So go out with a positive attitude.
Okay. On that note, I'm going to play well tomorrow.
You will. Absolutely will. Okay, good. All right.
John Austin, thank you so much. Such a pleasure.